Trump's tariffs will set inflation back up just as America is recovering from the pandemic. This is not the first time that it has happened either. In 1930, President Herbert Hoover signed the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. This tariff raised import taxes by 20% and was intended to help protect American businesses and farmers. However, these tariffs hindered global trade significantly and worsened an already struggling American economy due to the Great Depression. The tariffs that Trump has put in place sound similar to the Smoot-Hawley tariff and could very well be history repeating itself. In February of 2025, Trump signed executive orders imposing a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico and a 10% tariff on imports from China. These tariffs aim to protect domestic industry and lower America's trade deficit. Inflation affects the lives of every American. While the tariffs implemented by Trump may offer some protection for American industries, they are likely to create more inflation, worsening an already existing economic challenge for U.S. citizens and their families. Inflation reached a peak of 8% in 2022, the highest since 1980. The rate has slowly climbed down to 2.8% for 2025, but is still above the target goal. This inflation has put a major strain on American families trying to make ends meet. The government's focus needs to be getting under the 2% goal before making any moves that could push inflation back up again. Trump's tariffs will force more production in the US, but it'll be at the cost of Americans who will be forced to pay more to import goods or parts. Are these goals worth the increased cost of goods nationwide? Is it worth not being able to afford basic necessities just because they are now made in the USA? Trump believes that when tariffs make foreign cars more expensive, it will force Americans to purchase American-made cars. The truth is, many American-made cars rely on foreign parts, so the cost of producing them will increase as well. An average car made by a huge American brand like Ford or General Motors will still use close to 30,000 parts that come from global supply chains. This makes purchasing a car more expensive than it already was, no matter if it was foreign or not. The higher prices due to tariffs is going to make it harder for lower-income U.S. citizens and families to afford everyday goods. It is estimated that a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico would cause inflation to creep back above 3%. Americans are tired of the increased price of goods. The inflation caused by these tariffs will only make it worse by causing goods to cost more and more while paychecks stay the same. With Trump's tariffs, the projected average tariff rate is 16.5%, the highest since 1937. With America still feeling the effects of the pandemic and now a high average tariff rate, Trump could very well be leading America down the same path as the Smoot-Hawley tariff did. The tariffs that Trump has threatened and ultimately put in place will not help America as a whole, but rather worsen it with crippling inflation. It will become even more difficult for U.S. citizens to afford necessities and maintain financial stability. These tariffs will worsen trade relationships, leading to broken global supply chains and increased prices for consumers. Trump has proven he causes inflation, and he will do it again with his outrageous tariff rates.